Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot, Your Love Story, and this is for July 2018, and it's for you coming from Taurus. So let me shuffle my cards, my Kabbalistic tarot cards, and the first card that I'm going to pull will be for the first 15 days of July, and referring to your romance, marriage, and family areas, and you coming from Taurus. And this is a card that warns you that not to dominate, not to take control. So let's talk of the possibility of a new romance. Could that new romance partner be the one who will be dominating and wants control? Be careful of that. You can control yourself. You cannot control somebody who's interested in you or somebody you are interested in. So the new romance, the only downside is about stubbornness and a little bit of arrogance as well. Don't you be the person to show that, and if somebody else shows that to you, just take it easy, don't give your heart away too quickly. Now regarding romance, your ongoing romance, that will do very well enough, except again, you don't be the person to tend to dominate or want control. Don't be the person to be overly, unnecessarily arrogant. And I'm sure you won't, because you've heard it from me and you would like to keep your romance happy. But if your romance partner does this, then back off, don't want to retaliate, tell yourself it's only 15 days and I'll just mark time and the problem will be over. Now, if you are married, then this can be a little bit serious because there are long-term planets on this card, and these long-term planets will tend to worry about the chances of you meeting trouble. So tell yourself that if you are married, you need to stay very calm in the first 15 days and things will just simmer down and you will do well enough. It's a card that was only about 40% at the worst in a problem case. And so you will be able to improve things for yourself. Now I'm going to pull the next card, which has got to do with your last 15 days for you. And your last 15 days for you coming from Taurus. Now this card shows that, again, the planet of arrogance is here. Now it says that some past issues may trouble you. It's not a bad card, but there is some situation here that shows that either your romance partner or you are going to have some difficulties where it's a question of not agreeing to things, leading to some kind of provocation, some kind of confrontation. So tell yourself in the first 15 days, something said wrong, something done wrong, and the situation can go on the boil. So you don't try to provoke anybody, you just stay put with your ongoing romance, and that way you will have a control over it. And if it's your partner, ongoing romance partner who is difficult, just back off and try to take things easy. There's no long-term problem, it's only a short problem. And this card is only valid for the last 15 days of July anyway. If you have a new romance, my worry would be you may find a very aggressive partner, especially in terms of argument and in terms of creating conflict through what is said more than anything else. So if you find that that partner starts that way already while you are even negotiating some kind of romance or getting to know each other, then tell yourself maybe you need more time to understand this person. And if you are married, this card is better. This card is a long-term card. So I put marriage as long-term, romance as short-term. So long-term wise, this card will help you a great deal. And it will show that the long-term issues are good. All you have to worry a little bit is about this short-term area. So the last thing you want is to show arrogance or to dominate or to show your temper, and you'll be able to control the scenario. Okay? Now, this is a card that I'm going to pull to show you your lucky dates, D-A-T-E-S, dates. And from this card, the dates that I'm going to pull will be the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, and the 28th. So the 1st, 10th, 19th, and 28th are going to be very good dates for you, whether morning, noon, afternoon, evening. If it's a new romance you want to chase, go and chase it on these dates. To bond with your marriage partner or your romance partner, go out together on these dates. Things are going to sparkle and you're going to have very good response. Okay, Now I'm going to go to your lucky ages. And with this card, your lucky ages, if you happen to be the ages of 20 or 29 or 38 or 47 or 56 or 65 or 74, you're going to be one very lucky person. And in the area of romance, you're going to attract plenty of interest, and your ongoing romance is going to become stable and happier, and the marriage will be just wonderful with so much understanding and so much development of good things as well. If you're not of these ages, then you'll have to visit me one day for a 90-minute Skype session. It will cost you USD 50, and I will tackle all areas of your life for the next 7 or 8 years. I'll talk to you about that later. Now I'm going to pull this card here, and this is a card that's going to talk to you about your lucky color. And so your lucky color with this card would be the color yellow for the month of July. Wear plenty of yellow. There is a lot of energy from this card about yellowness. So wear plenty of yellow, and you will see that you just get luckier in terms of romance or marriage areas, and that will help you a great deal to attract what you want as well. And now I'm going to go to pull another card to see if there is a zodiac sign that may show interest either in you or you show interest, and whether it may be troublesome. And my worry is that somebody from Leo may be showing interest in you, or you showing interest in him or her, and that is going to be a complicated get-together, and a complication that's not going to produce too much harmony in this first 15 days. So tell yourself, when you do meet somebody from Leo, to take it a bit easy and to worry about compatibility as well. Now this last card for you, which I'm going to pull for your first 15 days, is going to be, well this is the card to show how your attachment may be to somebody, and that attachment may be doing very well for you. Now this card says that somebody from Capricorn that you meet can give you long-term assurance of happiness. Well, give it a try. Meet the person, or if you're interested in that person, then go meet the person, and if that person wants to meet you, that's fine. So somebody from Capricorn will offer you an attachment which seems to be positive. Okay? Now I want to talk to you about your last 15 days of July, and your last 15 days for you coming from Taurus. It's not the best card. It's not the worst card. It says that whatever you do when you find a new romance in the last 15 days, take your time about it. There's a long way to go before you find an even ground that both of you can work on to make the new romance worthwhile. And if it's an ongoing romance already, tell yourself that you are at a point where some decision has to be made either by you or a decision made by the other party. And this is an important decision. It's a positive card in the sense that you'll be able to stabilize whatever problems are in the last 15 days in a romance. So things are going to be under control even if any problems come about. And if you're married, this card says that it's positive because again it's a long-term card. So for your marriage area, I would say there's more stability for you, and the chances of you doing much better are seen in the marriage area than short-term romance. So in your marriage area, there's bonding, so be together, go out and enjoy yourself in the evenings and just have a good time. And you'll see that the month of July will end pretty well for you. Well, I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. That's based on your date of birth and your time of birth and looking at your palms. And so with all that information, I will work on your next 7 or 8 years in all areas of your life and tell you exactly how they're going to be. So go to Facebook, go to Skype, send me a message, and I look forward to helping you know your next 7 or 8 years in all areas of your life. Until then, thank you and good luck.